Hello, good afternoon, our viewers. Welcome to Sans TV Brief News at 4 p.m. I am your host, ELVIS ODHIAMBO, and my sign language interpreter voicing Star Kendi. Let's focus on the news updates. The High Court has found Joseph Irungu alias Jowie guilty to the murder of the businesswoman Monica Nyawira Kimani, who was brutally killed on the night of September 19, 2018 at the Lamuria Gardens apartment in Nairobi. While delivering the judgment on Friday, Lady Justice Grace Nzioka ruled that the prosecution had adduced adequate evidence and proved beyond reasonable doubt that Jowie indeed killed Monica. The former TV news anchor Jackie Maribe, who was charged alongside Irungu, has however been acquitted of the murder charge, with the judge stating that the count of murder was not the proper charge that the prosecution would have preferred against her. The Principal Secretary for Basic Education, Dr. Belio Kipsang, has said the government will build 16,000 classrooms across the country in readiness for the transition of learners to grade 9 next year. In a speech read on his behalf by the Director, Project Coordination and Delivery of Project, Mr. Elijah Mungai, on Olympics Primary School, PS Kipsang said government plans to construct 10 additional classrooms to cater for the learners who will transit to grade 9 next year. The Vice President for Human Development at the World Bank, Ms. Manta Muridhi, who visited the school, praised Kenya for the strong education outcomes of the children schooling smooth. And according to Maribe, the school system in Kenya was ably impacting the learners with knowledge, skills, attitude, values that the students out to acquire. In other news updates, the National Assembly Minority Leader Opiyo Wandayi now wants the implementation of the report of the Presidential Working Party on Education halted to await approval by Parliament. And according to Wandayi, they have noted that the report is already being implemented, yet it is not passed through the National Assembly. The lawmakers says for the report to see the light of day, it must pass through both House of Parliament so that it is approved or rejected before the government can think of what to do with it. Mr. Wandayi, who spoke at Ugunja Technical and Vocational College in his Ugunja constituency, observed that some of the recommendations made by the Education Task Force will entail amendment of the Constitution, which he says cannot happen without approval of the House of Parliament. 4 police officers who were managing the Muthaiga police station when the wanted murder suspect Kelvin Kinyanjui Kangatha escaped from custody have been interceded. In a press briefing on Friday, Nairobi Police Boss Adamson Bugay highlighted that as part of a disciplinary measure within the police force, 2 additional officers overseeing the 4 policemen in question have been reassigned to different duty stations. Bugay further noted that Kangatha's lawyer, John Ndengwa Maina, remains in police custody. Maina was detained at Muthaiga police station shortly after Kangatha's escape at around 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, February 7th, after it was noted that Maina reportedly visited Kangatha and his capacity at the evidence floor times before his escape. And to our final news update, we have the African Union African Bureau of Animal Resource Resilient African Feed and Fodder System Project Continental Project was launched on Friday, paving the crucial reform in the feed and fodder sector in Africa. The project aims at ensuring the feed and the fodder sector is developed across Africa in a sustainable and evidence-based manner to, among other things, to ensure livestock sources products are available and affordable to those who need them the most. The RAFFS project was launched by Commissioner for Agriculture, Rural Development, Blue Economy and Sustainable Environment, Josepha Sako, as an association raised by stakeholders from Africa. And also present included several ministers of Africa, among them Kenya's Agriculture and Livestock Development Cabinet Secretary Mithika Linturi. And we've come to the end of the news that were making headlines. Thank you for engaging with us. Please continue leaving a comment on our social media platforms. You can find us on YouTube, on Facebook and other media platforms. You can also use the contact on the screen to engage with us. I have been your host, ELVIS ODHIAMBO, and my sign language interpreter has been Esther Kindi. Enjoy your afternoon.